Right now, on an ordinary paycheck, a completely average person is quietly building $1 million. No windfall, no lucky stock, no six-figure salary. And by the end of this video, you'll see the exact math that turns a normal income into 7 figures, the 3 levers that make it almost automatic, and the one mistake that quietly kills it. Stay with me, because the part most people get wrong is the part that matters most. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Becoming a millionaire has far less to do with how much you earn, and far more to do with what you do with what you already make. We've been sold a story that says wealth is a salary problem. It isn't. It's a behavior problem. 2 people can earn the exact same $40,000 or $50,000 a year. One retires with almost nothing. The other crosses $1 million. Same income. Completely different ending. The difference isn't luck, and it isn't a secret. It's a system, and it's boring, and it works. Let me show you the engine that does the heavy lifting. Compound interest. When you invest money, it earns a return. Then that return earns its own return. Then that stacks again and again. It starts painfully slow, so slow that most people quit right here in the flat part, convinced it isn't working. But compounding is backloaded. It looks like nothing for years, and then it explodes. Quick rule to feel it. The rule of 72. Divide 72 by your return, and that's roughly how many years it takes your money to double. At 8%, your money doubles about every 9 years. So $1 becomes 2, then 4, then 8, and those final doublings are enormous. Before we go further, do me one quick favor because it genuinely helps this channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. That's it. It tells the algorithm to show this to one more person who needs it, and it keeps these videos free for everyone. Okay, back to the money. Now the number you came for. Picture investing $500 a month into a low-cost index fund earning about 8% a year. That's roughly the stock market's long-term historical average. $500 a month is real for a lot of households. It's skipping one car upgrade or trimming a little from the top of your budget. Watch what it becomes. After 10 years, you've put in $60,000 and it's worth around $90,000. Nice, but not life-changing yet. After 20 years, you've contributed $120,000 and it's worth about $300,000. Now the gap between what you put in and what you have is widening fast. After 30 years, you've invested $180,000 of your own money and it's worth about $740,000. And by year 35, that same $500 a month quietly crosses $1 million. Look closely at that, because this is the whole secret hiding in plain sight. You contributed a little over $200,000 out of your own pocket. The market did the other $800,000. You didn't out-earn your way to $1 million. You outweighted everyone. More than half of that entire fortune is built in the final decade, the decade almost everybody gives up before reaching, because the early years felt flat and pointless. So if the math is that simple, why doesn't everyone do it? Because 3 levers have to stay pulled, and life keeps knocking them loose. Lever 1, automate it. Do not rely on willpower or leftover money at the end of the month, because there is never leftover money at the end of the month. Set up an automatic transfer the day after payday before you can spend it or feel it. When investing happens without a decision, it actually happens. Lever 2, keep your costs microscopic. A low-cost index fund charging you almost nothing versus an actively managed fund charging 1.5% doesn't sound like much, but over 30 years, that fee difference can quietly eat $100,000 or more of your future. Same money in, wildly different money out. Boring and cheap beats exciting and expensive almost every time. Lever 3, and this is the one that actually decides it. Do not interrupt the compounding. The single most expensive thing you can do is cash out during a scary market or raid the account for a want you dressed up as a need. Every dollar you pull out in year 10 isn't a small loss. It's the $20 or $30 it would have become by year 35, gone. Here's the enemy nobody warns you about. Lifestyle creep and impatience, working together. You get a raise, and your investing stays the same while your spending climbs to swallow it. You watch the account do nothing exciting for 3 years and decide it's broken. But it isn't broken. It's loading. Flat is not stuck. Flat is the runway. The people who win are almost never the highest earners in the room. They're the most consistent. They picked a number, automated it, kept their fees near zero, and then did the hardest thing in all of personal finance. Nothing. They left it completely alone and let time do the part that no salary ever could. And that's the quiet plot twist of an average income. It was never about earning like the top 1%. It was about behaving like them with the ordinary money you already touch every month. A normal salary, a boring index fund, an automatic transfer, and enough patience to ignore the flat years. That's the entire recipe. It will not trend. It will not feel impressive at the dinner table. It will just, one ordinary month at a time, make you a millionaire. So before you go, let's lock this in. And seriously, if this made the math finally click for you, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up, because the next video builds directly on this one. And grab the free net worth tracker linked in the pinned comment so you can watch your own number climb. Now I want to hear from you, and this is an easy one. Tell me in the comments, what monthly number are you starting with, even if it's just $20? Drop the number below. I read and reply to every single one, and I promise the person who starts at 20 and never stops beats the person who waits for the perfect amount and never begins. This is education, not financial advice, but the math doesn't care how much you make. It only cares that you start and that you don't stop.